YouTube family, so we have a very positive update along with a bunch of bullshit. So the positive update is we got Elian's blood test results back and there is 0 lead. Thank God. I don't know what happened with the first prick.
Did they say there's 0 lead? Is that what they said?
Yeah, well, I don't know if they said 0, but they said there's not
acceptable amount.
Yeah, there's not a lead problem in Elian's blood, so that's a relief.
Yeah.
We haven't really heard any results or anything from the what is it, EPA or anybody. So we're not sure about all that. We really don't care. We just want them to come check the water, make sure it's safe for the people after we leave, because we out. So anyway, Holly, she's over here listening to the Beach Boys and cleaning out our nasty van because we have not cleaned it in a while. And I am about to clean out the shed. And
Why
I
do you
guess
have to clean out the shed?
because Janice had her attorney send us a letter. So I guess we'll read it to you guys. But anyway, I am taking all of this stuff out of the shed so Janice can move it. So I have to get all this stuff I care about. I gotta get it out of here. My tools and stuff I have in here. And this one's pretty much empty. I was emptying this like, I don't know, a couple weeks ago or whatever. I took a bunch of my tools and stuff out of here, put it in storage. So, dear Mr. and Miss Knapp, this is from her attorney. I guess I won't say, I won't put them on YouTube, I'll be nice. Please be advised, my firm represents your landlord, Intracoastal Waterway Retreat, Inc. TA,
That's classy.
Sandy Point Resort. As you know, the North Carolina Department of Health has issued a notice of violation on-site wastewater system because the septic tank filled for your mobile home lot has been damaged by the shed and material stored on the surface above the septic system. You see that, right? Mm-hmm. It says it's above.
And they say it like it's a statement, of truth. Your shed is damaged.
Well, no, I mean that is a statement of truth. My shed is above the septic field. Mm-hmm. It's not in the septic field messing anything up. It's above it. Anyway, let's continue. And causing said septic tank system to discharge sewage effluent onto the ground surface. By receipt of this letter, you are hereby notified your landlord makes demand that you take all necessary steps to correct this violation. If you do not complete these corrective actions, by your landlord will enter the property and take all necessary steps to correct the violation. Thank you. It's about time you come fix something.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have all my shit out of here before we leave. So while we're gone, if you actually would do anything, which I know you won't, but you're more than welcome to move the shed and fix the violations, which are your ditch. Don't forget your ditch. Actually, a fire truck and ambulance came today, and the fire truck couldn't even get in here. The fire truck had to park down there because they didn't want to drive past your piece of shit ditch. This letter is also notice that your month-to-month lease will terminate, if not terminated sooner, August 31st, 2019. With kind regards, very truly yours,
Mm-hmm.
Pullbrook,
They're so...
Plum Lee, PC.
Uh-huh.
I like how the attorney said in the letter that Janice will come here and fix the problems.
Thanks.
I mean, we told you in the video we were going to get our stuff out the shed for you so you could move it. I mean, you really think we're going to move the shed After all the work we've done to your shit, digging this up, trying to find a problem, because we knew it wasn't a shed. Digging up your ditch. Really? I wonder if the attorneys watch those videos. Nah? Janice ain't gonna tell the whole story, is she?
No.
I bet Janice didn't tell the attorney that she's harassing us.
No.
And this kind of adds to the harassment, I'm pretty sure.
So this is our notice of rebuttal.
Chris and Hollie show. It's our business.
That's our business. Dear Mr. Oakley, I have received your notice and must advise you that due to the circumstances of the history I have had with Intercoastal Waterway Retreat, I am taking this notice as unlawful retaliation, given the fact that I have received no spoken or written lawful reason for my lease to be terminated after 3 years of paying my lot rent on time and breaking no rules. I have received unlawful 10 days to vacate notices from Miss Victoria in the past, and this notice is yet another attempt at an unlawful eviction. You have stated in your letter dated June 10th that the septic tank field for our mobile home lot has been damaged by the shed and materials stored on the surface above the septic system. I am requesting to know by whose authority this judgment has been made. We have never had anyone, including the landlord, come and dig on our property to find any reason to assume that the septic line is damaged under the shed. If no one has come to investigate the lines under the shed, then how are you able to state as fact that the damage is the fault of our shed? Or, even more so, that there is any damage to the septic line at all. My shed has been in the same position in the yard as it has been for 3 years without issue. The only time Miss Victoria came to view the septic line was after I took the repairs into my own hands and dug down to the line, thinking that a pipe had burst, only to find that there was no damage to the line. It was septic water, which had no way to drain from my yard. We have had a septic leak in the yard for over 4 months and have spoken to Miss Victoria about the problem without any course of action on her part. After 4 months of septic water leaking into our yard, the community here decided to take action into their own hands and alleviate the issue by digging out the field line as well as the ditches in front of our community, which is now over 3 years. Stagnant water was resting in this ditch with nowhere to drain, causing my trailer to leak septic, but also my neighbor across the street, as well as multiple other homes on Spoonbill Court and other roads in Sandy Point Estates. A backhoe was used to dig out the overgrown ditch area, and the ditches were cleared of dead leaves and sand, and one large concrete pipe that was blocked by debris and mud. Once this pipe was removed, the stagnant water began to flow away from our homes, and my septic tank stopped backing up, and now the leak is completely non-existent. I spoke to Miss Victoria about this and told her that the problem was resolved, yet she still insists that the issue was caused by my shed, so that she does not have to take further action to be a responsible landlord and fix her maintenance problems. I am giving written permission for Intercoastal Waterway, i.e. Janice, to remove the shed at her earliest convenience, but due to the fact that I no longer have septic leaking from my yard into the neighbors' driveways and down to the stagnant ditches, I will not be accepting fault for her issues. I am rebuting all allegations that my shed is the cause of any septic line issues. The shed is also, I might add, up off the ground, elevated on cinder blocks as it has been for 3 years. It has never sat directly on the ground and does not interfere with missed septic lines, other than it being in the line of the septic field, which is why I am perfectly fine with the shed being moved by whatever means feels she must proceed. But I rebuke any wrongdoing on my part, and I deny any damages to the septic line being my fault or responsibility. Everything I have written in this statement is truth and can be backed up by video evidence, including the digging out of the ditches and the removal of the cement pipe, which alleviated the septic leak. I am hereby requesting written reason as to what laws I have broken and what reason Mrs. has to terminate my lease other than unlawful retaliation.
So, but, I mean, we know it's not the shed, but we're going to take everything out of it that way.
There doesn't even seem to be a problem. There doesn't even seem to be any damage.
No, there ain't.
The leak is non-existent.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not right here. Stop leaking. Remember I showed y'all it was leaking all the way down the driveway, all the way down the road to the ditches.
To the ditches.
So, but anyway, I'm gonna clean this out. They obviously don't want to do any work, so I can almost bet you money that they won't remove this shed. But I'm gonna take my shit out of it just in case y'all actually want to do something. Start pulling everything out of this thing.
You gotta be charged.
Half of this stuff is just trash, I guess. We don't even care about this stuff anymore. We're just like trying to get rid of stuff so we can get the heck out of here.
Yep.
Now the mailman just came up, gave me certified mail telling me to pay my rent.
Not if they're kicking us out.
Yeah, after all this harassment, we're like, yeah, we didn't even pay our rent this month. Like, yeah, we might not even pay it anymore until we talk to a judge. Check this out. Got this big trash can full of wire. There's copper, pieces of copper down in there. I guess I could take this to the scrap yard, see how much I get for all this stuff. I've been hoarding it for a while. Here's a bunch of wire ends. Kind of put those in a bucket thinking you could use those here and there to fix stuff. But might have to go do a scrap run, see how much money we can get for this thing. It's pretty freaking heavy. Hell, just that bucket right there is pretty dang heavy. Look at all that copper in there. A bunch of copper, all kinds of stuff. So maybe we'll go do a scrap run and see how much we make. We might make enough, at least enough to get some gas and some Mexican. Oh, there we go, we got one load. I'm gonna have to get some rope and tie it to the truck. But a whole bunch of tools, all kinds of stuff. Here's a clock I started working on a long time ago. I used to make these cross clocks, carve them out with a chainsaw. I used to make some real nice clocks like this back when I had a nicer wood shop and better tools like a planer and all that stuff. I had to run it through a planer to flatten it and clean it up. Check this out. Here's a box I made when I was in high school. Oak box. Let's see that. And 95. And this shit is almost empty. Almost. The real fun now is gonna be going to storage. Pretty much pulling everything out, making room for this metal rack so I can stack tools and stuff on it. Oh, it's gonna take some serious organizing.
That's my tea. Thank you, Adios. Finally fixing the van.
Yeah, push that on the door.
How did we sucker Rodney into doing this?
Because you don't want my van to catch on fire?
Burn y'all up. Or somebody else.
Right! Right!
I had the motherfucker.
Got your combos? You stole my seat. You little punk.
Back there.
You can get this out. It won't be hard as a rock, man.
So what?
Just gas.
That's kind of pretty.
What are you greasing for?
So to slide through them tunes.
Oh.
Pretty.
Alright, Hollie and Elion, follow me to storage. Well, I'm cleaning out my shed so you can move it, but your ditch is still looking like shit. Same exact way it's been the whole time. Look, water can't drain anywhere. But as usual, slumlords want you to do shit while they do nothing. But look at this ditch. All full of water. Water's got nowhere to go. Look at this shit. Well, you want to blame one of your residents. Shit. When emergency vehicles can barely even get in here. Ray will probably be back out here mowing your grass for free here pretty soon again. The turtle. Oh.
Should I put him in the ditch?
Yeah, it's got plenty of water in it.
Nice. Man.
Is he?
Oh yeah.
Like,
Man.
like, put me down.
Man, dude. Look at him, he's mad.
Don't let that mug bite you. That thing will hurt.
Well, dude, I'm trying to help you.
How's that, man? Is that cooler?
It's gotta feel better. Oh, freaking crayfish.
Is it?
That's crazy. You see it right there?
Uh-huh. Water's been built up so long, there's crayfish in there.
Holy crap.
Tools everywhere. Tools everywhere. You could say I am a collector of tools. Tools. Tools, tools, tools. And I brought this rack from storage, so I'm gonna put a bunch of stuff, fill this all the way up before we start putting this other stuff back in here.
You know he officially hates his knee pads.
I don't blame him. I ain't never worn knee pads in my life. I jump bikes over cars. I ain't never worn a helmet or knee pads.
His knees and wear those pads.
I mean, I guess I was kind of dumb for not wearing a helmet. That's probably why.
Yeah, look at the damage it's done.
That's probably why I'm so dumb. But but I never got too serious.
Dang right. Accomplishment.
That's hardcore.
Oh my God, I only want to move once more in my entire life. I never want to do this again.
Here we go. Lots of stuff all packed up in here. Tools, lawn mowers, everything, everything. So I guess that's it for this episode. Tell your slumlords And everybody, Chris and Holly gonna be out here making videos every day. See y'all later.
Leon's vlogging. What's Tino doing? You gotta talk about what your cat is doing, Elion. See, look what he's doing.
There you go.
Daddy cleaning it?